Welcome back. So let's do a bit of more party politics. This time we're looking at the main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, whom many believe its fortunes are not looking very good ahead of the 2027 presidential elections. Some in fact say that it's dead and buried. But a main actor of the PDP has said that the crisis is temporarily over, but has given further conditions for peace. But what do members of the party themselves believe about the future of the party? Joining us for this conversation is a former national legal advisor of the People's Democratic Party, Chief Mark Jacob, who joins us virtually. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us yet again on the program.
Good morning.
And so,
nice to see you.
It's nice to see you too, sir. So, former minister says the crisis is temporarily over, especially following the exit of the Buccaneers and the vampire. Who are the Buccaneers and who are the vampires? Or who is the Buccaneer and who is the vampire? And do you agree that the crisis is temporarily over, not permanently?
First of all, I refrain from using those words that some other people find very convenient to use. We are human beings. We are family men, respected in our individual homes and offices. So it's not decent to use such words on people, no matter the level of acrimony or politics. I believe we should be decent in all our conversations. Now, as regards the PDP, it's interesting to see the efforts being made to reposition the party. And I can say with all honesty that some of us are a bit relieved that the few things that made it impossible for the party to move forward are being sorted out. And generally, it is healthy for the country, it is healthy for the politicians, and it's generally good for the system. That minor issues that ought to be sorted out in a meeting have been allowed to fester and become a problem. So I can see a lot of efforts being made by respected members of the party to resolve the issues, and it's very welcoming for me. The definition of who are the Buccaneers, I don't know, but probably even the person saying those things is part of the evil group. And God will help us to overcome all their efforts at destroying the PDP, because the problems in the PDP are not traceable to one person. There are people who collectively have made it impossible for the party to move. And they are jointly and severally liable. And for now, none of them can write off any, the other, or none of them can say it is the other person that is the problem. They are jointly and severally responsible for all the problems we have encountered.
Maybe you'll allude to the fact that there are many parts to this moving vehicle. Yes, Wike sits at a very prominent position on that big table of the PDP, and he's given his conditions, which is why he was very clear on his position as far as when he was asked about peace returning. He said for now, because for him, the Congress he did or they did in Calabar has to be recognized by the NWC, the leadership of the party, not a caretaker led by Emmanuel Ogidi that was sent to, I think, Edo State, given the defections that had happened there. And also the issues around the Southeast vice chairmanship position of the party. For him, those perhaps are precursor to peace. So while you hold that on one hand in your thoughts, is there really a sense of relief, Mr. Joe, if, for instance, Mr. Nyesom Wike is very unequivocal in his position to support the president in 2027, yet he still has a big seat on the table?
Well, personally, I have attended several meetings of the PDP. The NEC meetings I've attended in the last 1 year. Yes, Wike has not attended any. And so I don't see the big city he occupies. He has his interests, and he has his supporters scattered left and right in several positions. But with the repositioning efforts being put in place, there is no way Wike can sit in the comfort of his bedroom and dictate what happens in the PDP. It's not going to happen. Not with the efforts being put in place. And he will need to step out and show what he stands for and come to the PDP meetings and convince people about whatever he's saying. But you cannot be hiding behind the mask and throwing shots at people. It's not correct now. And of course, he is at liberty to take a position. But that position is going to be interrogated by members of the party. And I wait to see how he can force anybody to obey or comply with his own opinion. It's a difficult thing to undertake. And we are waiting. We are equal members with him in the party. He's not more superior than everybody. It's not true.
Are you not concerned?
It's not true.
Yeah. You know, of course, everybody is equal in any organization as far as political party is concerned. But it looks like when it comes to ours, like they say in Animal Farm, some animals are more equal than the others. So in this sense, we understand that the National Secretary of the party is quite loyal to him. I remember when the NWC and the PDP governors had a meeting with INEC, and the chairman told them in clear terms, look, INEC is not your problem. In one breath, in quick succession, you've written to us, telling us, sending us letters with 3 different national secretaries. So go back, put your house in order. We're just here to receive your letter and activate whatever it is you want us to activate on. Now, if somebody as a national secretary of the party who holds the powers of correspondence, including signing on forms for elections, is loyal to the man who you may think doesn't have a seat on the table, are you not worried about that as well?
For me, I agree with INEC that whatever the problem the PDP had as regards who is national secretary was an entirely internal affair of the party. It was not INEC's problem. And our courts, including the Supreme Court, have said repeatedly that the issues of officials of the party, who is who in the party, are completely the domestic affairs of the political party, and that even the courts cannot interfere. So when people saddle with the responsibility of taking decisions on behalf of the political party, renege or are careless or reckless about the decisions to be taken, that is when you run into problems. Because truly, there is no problem as to who has the power to determine who is secretary of any party, who has power to determine who is a zonal chairman or zonal executive. It is not for an individual to sit down and dictate. There are a complete set of rules that are guiding and should guide the decision-making as to who becomes any official in the party. So the problems that have been found with the PDP as regards electing or appointing or selecting who occupies official positions, either at the zonal or national level, is completely an internal domestic affair of the party. And when the political party fails to take decisions on that, they cannot blame INEC, and they cannot also blame the courts. The courts have washed their hands from this matter. So PDP must be bold enough to take decisions.
Right.
And INEC will comply with any decisions that the PDP takes, particularly at the appropriate organ or meeting. The neck of the meeting has power to take very far-reaching decisions. But we have seen a refusal or a failure to take those decisions in the last few months. And that is what has caused the problem.
Right. Mr. Mark Jacob, let me ask you a personal question now. Do you still see a future for you in the PDP, or you're part of those who are considering joining the coalition, the ADC?
Did you? Sorry, I didn't get that. very well.
I'm asking if you still see a future for yourself in the PDP, or you're part of those considering the coalition joining the ADC.
No, the ADC, I have looked at the ADC, and I'm a bit sorry for some of them, because there are still internal issues. This week alone, we have seen a person coming out to say that he is the national chairman of the ADC, and that our respected former Senate President David Mark, they say he's a usurper. That they don't know him. He's not even a member of their party. And so those internal issues have not even been resolved. Talk less of preparation for a serious election in a year's time.
So do you think that Mr. Atiku Abubakar made the wrong move by resigning, at least the letter, resigning from the PDP? Of course, it looks like he'll be joining the ADC naturally. But do you think that was a wrong move?
Yeah, for us, the decision to resign, some of us are very happy that he did. Because personally, I'm tired of supporting him since 2009, 2007. He has always been our presidential candidate, and we have supported him over and over and over and lost. Having lost elections under him or with him as the flag bearer, and to see that at this stage again, he was still insisting that he should be the flag bearer, I was very happy and excited when he resigned. And so it was not a bad decision for us in the PDP. It was good that he has shifted. I believe in growth, and I believe that people, just like we have in our workplaces, if some people don't resign, you won't get promotion.
All right.
You won't get new hands to manage the company if people remain. So people should be resigning. I'm praying that many others will resign and follow Atiku. So that some of us can grow.
And of course, we're already getting hints about where the PDP is headed as far as its presidential candidate is concerned. But the question is that, based on a recognition of the value of the person in question, or is it convenience? Don't answer that, Mr. Mark Jacob. We must anchor at this point. And thank you very much for coming on the program. We've been talking with the National Legal Advisor, former National Legal Advisor of the People's Democratic Party, Mr. Mark Jacob. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you.